Creating a character, photorealistic or fictitious like a cartoon, is very useful for any kind of online campaign, for marketing, for internal communication, for a number of applications. The problem is that until now, while AI helps a lot creating this kind of characters, it's difficult to get character consistency. So having the same character over and over again every time that you prompt, so you can tell your story. That was until now. Today I'm going to show you how to keep character consistency with two main software. One is Midjourney and the other one is Leonardo.ai. With Leonardo you can even try it for free if you don't have a subscription, while Midjourney is only a paid service for now. So let's start with Midjourney. Midjourney can be controlled via Discord server. There's separate videos on that, or directly with a user interface on the web. I'm going to show you both. And don't worry about Godzilla. This is a recurring exercise that we do with my team, because Godzilla in Venice is one of the best tests that you can do to test the software in AI, because you can test how much knowledge the AI has about dimension, about copyright characters, about physics, and a number of things. But anyway, let's start with a close-up professional photo of a blonde businesswoman with green eyes looking straight in camera. So now, first of all, when you do character consistency, so when you create your character, it's important that is a close-up picture. The more you have of the face in the frame, the better it's going to be later on to control that character in many different other situations. So you see that here the style that I've chosen is a professional photo, because I want to have a maximum quality, and I chose two characteristics, three actually, female, businesswoman, and then there needs to be a professional photo, green eyes, blonde, etc. So these are characteristics that I want to carry on in all my iterations. Now I see that the first one is quite good. Let's open it up a little bit more. So in Midjourney you count like you would read 1, 2, 3, and 4 in this order. Number 1, it's okay, we could use this one. Number 2 also. I know already that the freckles will generate differently every single time, so I don't choose it. You can, but for this exercise I'm not going to do it. The other two, they have too much of particular angles, so I'm not going to use those. So let me go with the first one. So I click U1, and now I got my high resolution one. The eyes are a little bit not really realistic, but we can fix that one later. If I want to have now the same lady doing something else, so for example, imagine a lady reading a book in a library. Notice that I did not say here the color of the eyes or that is blonde, because that's going to be picked up from the character reference. So now at the end I just type --cref for character reference, space, and then you can do two things. Click on the picture, right click, copy link, and then you paste it here and you're good to go. If you don't want to do that, you can drag the picture directly here. Just be sure that there is a space between cref and the URL itself. Hit enter, and then it's going to generate 4 images. And there we have it. So we have our lady now in the library. I think that number 2 and 3, they look more similar. We didn't specify any style. Again, that's another video for another time. We can also change the style. This in the bottom right is a little bit more cartoony or like an illustration, while the top left, let me upscale, number 3, and we can have a look. This is number 3, as you can see. Okay, let's do another test. Imagine a lady having a meeting with other people in a modern boardroom. We have Maria now in a boardroom. Again, we didn't define a style, so it's trying to give us more than one option. And by the way, if we like number 1, and we click into number 1, and we have a bottle which it looks like a beer bottle. I don't think it's, the best example in a boardroom environment. It might be, depends on your taste and style. So now we go into vary region, and then I can just select all this part, and I can say that instead of this she can have, actually let me do it like this, and I can type laptop, and off we go. So while this one generates, now this one will try to change that area of the picture. That's called in painting. There we go. Now we got our laptop, and because Midjourney learns from images in the internet, and there's a lot of Apple pictures in the internet, you can see that one of them is a MacBook. The other look like MacBooks as well. What we're going to try and do now is to move the weight of the character closer to the original one or away from the original one. And this command is --CW for character weight. And it's a scale between 0 and 100, where 0 means ignore everything that is around the face of the person. And instead 100 will try to keep the same clothing, the same hairstyle, everything that is in the original picture. All right, so now we'll try to change some of the aspects of this image. Okay, so I prompt again a lady reading a book in the library with the same character reference. So I copy this one, imagine, I paste it, character reference, and then I do --CW for character weight, and then I give it a weight of 50 instead of 100. The standard is 100. With a character weight of 50, as you can see, we have more variation because it didn't try to stick to the original images in terms of what is around that specific image. This is very useful. You can get up to 0 and really direct the generation towards something completely different. We're going to see an example just now. Something important to notice, especially for Midjourney, is that this is designed to create character consistency for images generated in Midjourney. So if you try to upload a picture of somebody real or yourself, it's still going to do it, but the result are not going to be good. It's explicitly explained into the tutorial. All right, so let's use Midjourney on the web now. It is in alpha. You need to generate a few hundred images before you can get access to the alpha. As you remember from the thumbnail, we generated this lady, so blonde and green eyes, and then again we give a character weight of 0 and generated a lady smiles while riding a bicycle in the woods towards the camera wearing a pink dress. And as you can see, it did it with a pink dress, and this is our lady, as you can see. Okay, so let's try now the same with Leonardo. So Leonardo just introduced the new model Phoenix, which I tried, but Phoenix doesn't allow to do character consistency yet. It's just been released at the time of this video. So let's use instead Portrait Perfect. Okay, so if you start from the beginning, you click in the center, they just change the interface, image creation. As you can see, I've done some tests already, but let's try with our text with the same prompt that we generated earlier in Midjourney, and we give it a go. In Leonardo, you can choose how many images you can receive at the beginning of the prompt, and then you can work on the one that you prefer, but of course it's going to cost you more credits. Again, tutorial on Leonardo, another video, another time. There we go. So this is not bad. So maybe let's use number 2. Let's have a look. This is very good. This is excellent. Okay, great. So now let's do the same that we have done in Midjourney. Okay, now we want to do character consistency with this lady, right? We don't start from here. We just start a new prompt, and on the left here there is an icon with an image. We click there, and here we can have style reference, content reference, or character reference. That's the same in Midjourney. So in this case, we choose character reference, and then we need to upload a lady. I click into my generation. I like the second one, and I say confirm. So this is going to be our reference. Now we are going to ask Leonardo to do a lady smiles while riding a bicycle in the woods towards the camera, wearing a pink dress, and generate. In general, with the AI, you can never say that one tool is better than the other one, because the week after they're going to come up with something new and it's going to overtake everybody else. It happens all of the time. That's why we have all the subscription that we have, so we test all of them, so you don't have to. And there we go. We got our result. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, I still think that Midjourney is better, but this is not Phoenix, which is the latest model of Leonardo. We'll have to try it with Phoenix when Phoenix will allow for character consistency. Now, one trick, so as you can imagine now, this will work also for cartoon characters or fictitious animals or anything like that. What I want to show you now is how we can make all these images become like a true real photo. Okay, so now we are in Magnific. Magnific is a generative upscaler. This means that when it upscales a picture, instead of trying to find more resolution, create more picture, trying to make it as sharp as possible only, like Topaz or other software like that, it basically generates the image with new parts of images that already exist. So it basically generates new skin, new eyes, new lips, new clothing, everything from scratch to try and stay as close as possible to the original image, but you can control how close it is. So in this case, we upscale the lady that we generated with Midjourney. Of course, if you paste the prompt, it's going to help as well, and see the difference. So this is the before, and this is the after, the generative upscaler with Magnific. It's absolutely stunning. So if you see, I'm going to zoom a little bit closer so you can see the difference. So if you can see, for example, this freckle here, it has been removed, so it doesn't try to sharpen it. It sees that there are a few freckles and it creates more imperfection in the skin to try to mimic the same look and feel. Even the eyelashes here, if you check, they are not exactly the same eyelashes. It created new eyelashes, brand new. And the same thing goes for the lips, for the nose, and all of that. So from afar, so if we zoom out like that, you can tell that it's the same person, but it's way, way more realistic. All right, let me know what you are able to do with this new tool at your disposal in marketing, internal communication, or training. My name is Simone Zanetti. I'm going to see you in the next one.